Hey, what's going on guys? TheBrokenMachine here. The flu is going, I can do some tutorials now. Today we're going to start off with some basic tips and tutorials for Battlefield 1. Get the basics down, get the ball rolling, and move on to some more detailed stuff later. Today I want to focus on tips that get results quickly. Firstly, let's start with a key mechanic in Battlefield, that is to spot your enemies. All you have to do is look at your enemies and press one of the right shoulder buttons, depending on how you have it set up of course, or if you're on PC, press Q. Once you do that, the enemy will show up on the screen, it'll help your teammates, awesome. Make sure you do it. Also, drop medkits, drop ammo, revive players, and if you're the squad leader, assign objectives. You'll get extra points while helping out the team as well. Awesome. Now, let's start with building some good foundations. Always try to move from cover to cover as much as possible. If you don't know what's ahead of you, not too sure how many opponents may be around the corner, then always move from cover to cover. If you get shot at, you'll have somewhere to hide behind, get some health, maybe some ammo, and be much more likely to survive longer and keep control of the map. Whether it's in the trenches, behind a car, a tree, a tiny rock, whatever it may be, just put something in front of you and the enemy. That doesn't mean that you should be super defensive and never aggressive. Knowing how to use cover while on the move and rushing is a great skill to learn, but Battlefield tends to favour the more defensive player. Quick reactions may save you in a gunfight, but good positioning will help you be prepared for one. Secondly, you don't have to commit to every gunfight and every player you see. Think before you fire. Is it worth it? Going up against a sniper with an SMG may be a bad idea. Maybe letting the player go will allow you to get behind the enemy easier. Check out my recent sniper videos to see this in action. Some very sneaky moves in those. As for gunfights, how to win more? Well, let's keep it simple for now. The real skill is being prepared for a gunfight before it happens. Highly recommend you aim down sight around corners that lead to open areas. In close quarters, Hipfire with SMG will mostly be fine, but with other weapons, try to take much wider corners. Also, do lean around corners too and peek over objects. A good technique for winning close quarter gunfights is to use crouch bouncing. This is basically where you fire while crouching up and down. Also, make sure you use the new slide feature, it's amazing, great for close quarter gunfights and getting out of danger. Basically, when it comes to gunfights, you want to be doing anything to throw your opponent's aim off, especially in close quarters. Cannot stress that enough. Also, try to use your weapon in its intended range. For example, snipers are great for medium to long range engagements, but up close you'll need that headshot to guarantee the kill, so be careful. You may have good aim, but in close quarter situations you'll often have to deal with more than one opponent, and sniper rifles can be incredibly difficult to survive with in these situations. Always, I cannot stress this enough, be trying to predict where your opponents may be. If your opponent can sit in a corner, snipe from a rooftop, camp on a staircase, lie on the floor and fire down a corridor, wherever and whatever it may be, always assume that they will be there. It's better to assume and not die than rush and be instantly killed. Make sure you're stood still when firing. There is an accuracy bonus in this game when you're stood still. You can move in close range, but like these shots here, you can see the sniper misses. So have a play of it, see what kind of ranges you can still move at and be accurate. Also, you don't have to aim down sight all the time. Do experiment with Hipfire and see what works for you. At medium to long ranges, you want to be firing only when you're fully aiming down sight, otherwise your accuracy will have that of Hipfire. In this game, enemies have 100 health. Headshots do most damage, followed by upper body, then lower body, then upper arms, legs and forearms. Take note of the damage you've done. If you shoot the upper body and it does 50 or more damage, land another shot and you've got the kill. Remember, damage does drop over distance, so you'll need more bullets at longer ranges, especially with SMGs. Snipers have a sweet spot where you can get a one-shot kill to the upper body. You can see the stats for the one body shot in the game, but if you want to see more detailed stats, head over to synthic.com, link is in the description. There is also bullet drop to consider. For many engagements this won't matter so much, but if the opponent is running to either side of your screen or at longer range, you will need to adjust. This does need a whole video itself, but basic tips is to take note of where the bullet lands, adjust and take a second shot. While not always possible, do try to keep your engagements to 1 versus 1. The less, the better, but if some do line up, don't hesitate to spray them all down. As for objective play, when it comes to capturing flags, start from the outside. If anybody jumps onto the objective, the icon here will look like this. If you're the only one of your team on the flag, then there's only one opponent. More blue, more friendlies, more red, more enemies. Do the math, easy. Remember, it's always best to capture the flag on the side closest to your spawn and pushing up only if necessary. For example, to get into cover or push the enemy back. That's all for today, guys. These are some basic tips, but they are a good start to building a good player. More detailed tips and tutorials to come. Please rate the video and I'll see you soon. My name is TheBrokenMachine. Until next time, guys, take it easy and catch you later.